Hey everyone.
Hey,
How are we doing? Welcome to the Week 9 League Manager's Note. As always, I'm your commish. This is the champ, Mr. Joel Gibson.
as always.
Moving into our matchups, we'll go with the champ's matchups first. He takes care of business away at Neiman.
Woo! LeBron, Anthony Davis, the two of them combined, they were not enough this week. We took care of business.
Anthony Davis, 6 points today. That hurts.
Yeah,
Yikes.
not great. Not great. He had 5 blocks, though. So, I mean, if it were anyone else.
Yeah. Well, that's a similar night that Mitch Robinson might put up. You know, you never know when he's going to go off for those blocks.
Sure.
You win.
Yeah.
You move to 5-3, correct?
5-3. Yep. We're hoping to open up a monster December. That's the goal. We'll see how it goes.
Neiman moves to 3-5, the inverse of you there. Part of a giant cluster of 3 and 5 players, and we'll get to that. Next matchup, we have Eric beating Simmons. Eric somehow maintained turnovers today to pull this off. I thought there was no way that he was going to be able to hold turnovers. Simmons loses again with triple doubles. He had 2 of them this time. He made the point that now that triple doubles don't count as double doubles, that's cost him 2 weeks. I'm not really the biggest fan of this rule. We looked into it at the beginning of the season. We cannot change it. Fantrax does not let you score a TD for both double-double and triple-double.
Nice. Put that anywhere.
Put that anywhere. So that's another reason I'm just not the biggest fan of Fantrax, but we'll talk about that more in the off season. We'll get it figured out, but we are what we are, and Simmons moves to, what is he, 2-and, or is he 3-and? He is 2-6. The number 11 team.
Yeah. Eric played well this week.
Eric played well this week. He forgot to set his lineups on Friday, so luckily it didn't cost him the win. It was a big week for him
Yeah.
to actually pull off the win. Outside of that, we'll move on. We've got Matt taking care of CJ. Matt was at home. He wins 8-2-1. Matt's team is rolling. CJ's is a little up in the air. We'll see.
Yeah, they might. He got off to that hot start, but maybe he's a little bit questionable.
Maybe he's just a middle-of-the-pack team. Sometimes you have that. We'll find out. Matt's the number 2 team by himself. No, he is tied with Steven with 2 losses. And what does that equal? 6 wins for Matt Hobert.
Yeah.
CJ is 4-4. Next matchup, we have Kyle just taking care of business away at Cody. Every category was an onslaught. Kyle did this without Depot.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened this
Unprecedented.
week. I don't know.
Kyle, for once, we're going to give you some love.
Here's your love. Yeah,
I don't
for
know how
sure.
you did it.
For sure. He had 40 plays where Cody only had 37, but I'm not sure that 3 additional plays would have mattered given the spread. Kyle moves to 3-5. Cody moves to 4-4, I believe, and he's on a little bit of a losing streak here.
Yeah. Things are starting to. It's becoming a little less clustered now.
It is becoming a little less clustered. It's almost like 2-player bricks, and we'll get to the actual standings here in a moment. We need to talk about the last matchup here, and. Oh, no, we've got 2 more matchups. We've got me beating Doug, continuing his losing streak to 0-8. Mr. Modest, a.k.a. Tanky Tankerson, a.k.a. People's Champ 2019. He's 3-5, acquires another first-round pick. This week, we are building a franchise, fellas. Tune in next year for some more fun. Moving right along here, we had Steven at Adam, and Adam gave it to Steven. Adam gave it to Steven, and he did it with authority. He is the only team now at 7-1.
Yeah.
He is feeling himself. Steven, I saw him post today that he's got 3 players on the block. He's got injuries.
Yeah.
And we're just wondering if this is a lot like last season. How many more weeks do we have to go before we can declare it another one?
Well, we'll just see.
He's still the number 2 team, so right now, he's still up there in my book.
That said, Adam took an injury this week too, Millsap.
And he promptly traded Millsap to Mr. Simmons there for Ibaka. So shout out to Adam. He wants to win this year. He thinks he's got the team. He wants to roll with it. So,
well, we'll just see.
7-1.
We'll just see.
Let's see here. We'll go over the standings real quick, and then we'll get right into next week's matchup. Like I said, Adam is alone at 7-1. You've got 2 players at 6-2, Matt Hobert and Steven. Matt rounded out that bottom again. I was worried about his bottom. He had like 4 cycle spots, but he came to me, offered a first pick. Glad to help you anytime you want it, Matt. Bring it on. Next bracket, we've got 2 teams at 5-3. That's Eric and Joel. 2 teams at 4-4. That's CJ and Cody. 3 teams at 3-5. That's Kyle, myself, and Neiman. Kyle actually has the tiebreaker between the 2. Oh, this is also my first win streak of the season. Just saying, 2 wins in a row, people. Look out. Look the hell out. And then you've got Simmons at 2-6 and Doug at 0-8. Those are the top 12 there. And like I said, it's kind of breaking out into those 2-player brackets. So tiebreakers could be extremely huge this year. Each win is super important. Really excited. Moving on to next week's matchups, we've got the champs matchup first here. And I believe he is home against Steven.
Battle of the Homestead Boys.
Battle of the Homestead Boys. Joel can tie up Steven in record this week and have the tiebreaker against him, moving him into the number 3 spot.
Slowly but surely.
If he can win this week. You have the tiebreaker with Eric? Or does he have the tiebreaker with you?
Eric beat me.
Eric beat you. And I think Steven beat Eric, so it's going to be another one of those 3 in the middle there if you can pull off the win. Very exciting.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm going to go ahead and pick the champ here. I am worried about Murray's shins. Steven is looking to sell house. At least 3 players. So some question marks. The champ has a couple question marks himself. He's got Barton, who he's just been waiting to get back in.
Come on. He
lost Prince this week for 3 to 4 weeks. Lonzo's a question mark. Isaac's a question mark.
Come on.
But I'm still going to pick the champ here just because I still don't know what's going on with Booker either.
Yeah, I'm going to pick myself. I'm home. I'm hoping that the injuries don't derail me.
Next matchup, we've got Matt Hobert at Kyle. Pretty excited for this matchup just personally. I think Matt rounded out his bottom here. Kyle is still without Depot. But if he puts up another week, he could certainly make it interesting. I'm going to pick Matt Hobert at home, though.
Yeah, I'm picking Matt.
Matt Hobert on the road. Kyle is home. Sorry, Kyle.
I'm picking Matt. I think Kyle was particularly hot last week, so that probably means regression.
We'll see. We've got Adam at Mr. Modest. Losing streak stops here. I'll be the first one to say that I think Adam's going to be okay. He traded away his injury concern. It's really interesting for Adam because we were talking about this. He's at $200. So if he gets an injury and has to move somebody to the IR,
he's just fucked.
He is fucked. Correct. But he won't have a problem with me. My bottom is, we're just looking around. Unless Kawhi and Kemba both want to have some 60 games and Dwayne Wade wants to go off for 25 a couple more times,
You know, if you want to keep Wade.
I hear he's going to be really good next season.
He's going to be in a really good spot.
China. Moving right along. Oh, Adam and myself, I assume you are going to pick Adam.
Yeah, I'm picking Adam.
Okay, just making sure. Next matchup, we've got Cody at Neiman. Cody's team, such a question mark for me this week. Neiman still has Davis and LeBron. I think Cody's going to have a big rebound week. I think Cody's getting a little frustrated after his hot start and going down to wins.
Yeah.
Going down to losses.
Luka's been injured a little bit. That's hurt. Chris Paul has had a couple subpar games.
We'll see, but I'm going to take Cody away here. I'm always rooting against the 3 and 5 teams, which is Neiman and Kyle, so I need them both to lose to keep my playoff hopes alive. We're looking for the dream here. So go Cody.
I'm picking Cody as well, mostly because I just played Neiman. He had Davis play 4 times. It's unlikely Davis plays 4 times again, and I think they're very closely matched up, and I think that's going to be the difference.
I agree. Next matchup, we've got Simmons at CJ. CJ's another one that's just kind of looking for answers there. He might get Dre back this week, but they've been telegraphing his return for how long. I'm still going to pick CJ at home. Simmons does have the advantage here where triple-doubles really do help him out this week. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting to see the play on triple-doubles and double-doubles again for Simmons.
Yeah.
Where, CJ can put up double-doubles. We've seen it. So it'll be interesting to see how those 2 categories go again. We'd hate to see Simmons lose another matchup because of that. I'm still going to pick CJ here. I think he's just better. That's all I've got.
Yeah, I'm picking CJ. If for nothing else, he's home.
Yep. Last matchup here, we've got Doug at Eric. Super interesting here. Eric has Eric, who's 5 and 3, needs the win to tie you and Steven if you should happen to win. So a huge matchup for Eric. I don't think he's going to forget to set his lineups this week.
I don't think it matters.
Doug is 0-8, and I just don't think this is going to be the week that he gets that win either. We keep guaranteeing Doug this win, but we're almost halfway through the season here, and...
Well, I thought you were going to give it to him, maybe.
I thought so, too. I was really worried there at the end.
You'll see him again.
I think we play again, Doug. I'll have to check. If
You guys do. We'll do a full circuit, right?
No, because remember, this is East versus West, so you're only guaranteed to play.
That's right.
You're only guaranteed to play each of the opposite conference one time, and then you have one matchup at the end of the year. Week 17, week 18 is rivalry week.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Shit.
Yep. We'll see how it goes. Eric should win this matchup, though. Outside of that, I don't really have too much for you guys this week.
Me neither. We're coming. Hopefully December is the month it changes. Richardson's shoulder is pissing me off, though.
Richardson's shoulder's pissing you off. Hey, if anybody's looking for a huge block guy, I don't know if anybody's been looking, but Turner's number 3 in the league in blocks. Double threat, and he shoots threes, too, so...
I wholeheartedly thought you were going to start talking about Mitchell Robinson.
I almost did. We can pair them. Look, if you want to come to me and talk and you want Mitchell Robinson and Turner together, you just need that blocks category, I'm your man. Maybe we can talk a little John Wall. I'm not afraid to trade him. Anybody on my team besides Kawhi and Clay.
Clay. Wow.
I'm blaming the concussion. That was
the
fucking 7
Clay is gone.
That was fucking 7 weeks ago. Holy shit. Oh, Kemba and Kawhi. See, they kind of sound similar.
Nice.
Can't believe I forgot Kawhi, the MVP. The Claw. The Claw. That's all for me. If anybody has any questions, Mr. Modest. I don't think I did that earlier.
Nice. Well done. That was mediocre modest. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. Later, guys. Good luck.
See ya.